你好，
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 你好，你好。No, no, 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 no. Welcome to In Chinese and fasten your seatbelts. I'm Xingyu. In your first Chinese lesson, your teacher taught you 你好, hello. But when you meet a native speaker, the real conversation will be
你好，你好，你好，你好，你好，你好，你好，你好，你好，你好。
哎，你好，你好，你好。
Yes, native speakers drop sounds, we add sounds, and we do weird things in Chinese. And these weird things we do when we talk are actually rules for connected speech. Today, I will show you 3 typical rules, which are weakened intrusion and loss of sound. And I will show you the typical sound change of 北京话. So you will be aware of native speakers when they speak fast.
我告诉你，我就看得非常帅，他真的是太帅了，那我上面插过去，他长得就像那个易烊千玺。
And then you won't get lost. 我们开始吧。The first rule is weaken. Weaken is just the neutral tone we are familiar with. I guess most people know how to say 爸爸, mama. And here is another rule you are not particularly familiar with. Yi and bu are weakened when they are between 2 verbs. Some common examples are 吃不吃. When you say it fast, the u sound will nearly disappear and the only consonant b remains. So we say 吃不吃,吃不吃. 你吃不吃早饭?你吃不吃早饭?
你吃不吃辣？吃不吃花椒？吃不吃羊肉？
吃不吃饭呢？他就会回答你说吃不吃饭呢？
And now let's check this one. 看一看,看一看. So here, E is a neutral tone. And when you pronounce it fast, and then the E sound will nearly disappear. So it will be 看看,看看,让我看看,让我看看.
就是看一看，脑子打开看一看。
Well, the second rule is intrusion. When 2 words are said together, an extra sound is sometimes placed between them in order to make them easier to say. In English, this phrase, throw it. We don't usually say throw it, but actually we say through it, right? When something comes in that shouldn't be there. So there is a word in Chinese that we also need to intrude, which is 啊. Let's just go straight to the examples. 好. If I say it, I don't say 好啊. Instead, I say 好. 好. What I'm adding here is u sound. There are 2 vowel sounds here, so the u sound intrudes because we can't stop what we are saying. So we need an extra sound here. So 好. 好. Another example, 家呀. When we say it, we don't say 家啊, we say 家呀. What I'm adding here is e sound. It's 家呀. 家呀. Actually, there are 6 changes in the pronunciation of a. I think it's also something we could dig into another episode. So the third rule is the loss of sound. It's a sound totally disappeared when you say it fast. For example, 我们. When you say it fast, we don't say 我们. What do we say instead? We say 文. 文. You couldn't hear the last sound n, so it's 文. 文. 文去哪儿? 文去哪儿?
那好，那我们就看。好，那我们就看。好，那我们就看。
And this phrase in Mandarin we say 不知道. 不知道. When we say it fast, instead of saying 不知道, we say 不知道. 不知道。So if the sounds are far away from each other in our mouths, we won't say one of the sounds because it takes too long and we're so lazy. 我不知道啊，我不知道啊，我不知道啊。And this word, 这样子. When you say fast, it will be 这样子，这样子。喂，新宇，问去哪儿？我不知道啊，要不今儿不出去吧？好吧，就这样子吧。Here, I want to emphasize the 3 rules I have mentioned are just methods to help you understand native speaker and sounds naturally. Because Chinese characters are ideograms, so when we learn Chinese, we need to learn standard Mandarin. As long as you can speak Mandarin fluently, then speed it up, and you will naturally be able to speak faster like a native speaker. Right here, I've got a sweet spot for you. In Chinese, the typical representative of swallowing words is Beijing Dialect. So, whip a cup of coffee and let's see how Beijing accent goes. 我说晚儿今天今儿你好喵喵喵喵喵喵不好吧吧吧吧吧吧吧吧吧吧特好ta厉害来来来来来来不行西红柿炒鸡蛋西红柿炒鸡蛋我告诉你中央电视台中央电台对新宇你还好吗抱新宇今天晚上我们吃火锅怎么样？胃不舒服，今儿不想吃。那你要吃什么？西红柿炒鸡蛋。西红柿炒鸡蛋。西红柿什么蛋？西红柿炒鸡蛋是什么蛋？西红柿炒鸡蛋。西红柿炒鸡蛋。没问题，我再来一个麻婆豆腐，红烧茄子。我再做一个清蒸鲫鱼，怎么样？套。And now I will teach you the most fantastic sentence. Keep in mind, 我打心眼里喜欢新鱼。我打心眼里喜欢新鱼。Say it loud. Right, that's all for today. You know that what we are listening for is what we hear. We don't know what we are not listening for. I hope everyone watch this video can speak Chinese well. 对。Let's share in the comments below which word have you heard from the native speaker that confused you the most. If you like my video, why don't you be a blessing and share it with a friend? I appreciate you and I wish you the very best in your life. I'm Xinyu. See you next time. 么么哒。Yahoo!